Hi everyone, my name is Yan Zhang. I'm the chairman of the Telecom Foundations. Today I'm going to introduce about DNeT project. Well, who we are, from technical perspective, what DNeT do is they're trying to turn every single electronic devices around you as an entrance to your blockchain through network traffic sharing. In addition to that, it will play a very important role in the process when we migrate from 3G, 4G network to 5G network. From user perspective, essentially what we do is we're going to help user to get low cost, high quality traffic. In the same process, the user will become a contributor of network. They're going to build a small, we call a node or microstations, sharing the traffic out. Together, we build a next generation of telecommunication network. That's what we do as a DNeT. So the question is why DNeT is related to the 5G network. So 5G is coming. In the past few years, I think the scientists and the technologists from the world working together just made the 5G standard finalize. The 3GPP group is already defined most part of that. I think late 2019, 5G network will start to be deployed in different countries all over the world. There one important fact is that in the 3G or 4G network period, every base stations they can cover a few square kilometers. In the 5G network, because the frequency is going up, wavelength is getting shorter, so every single base station they can only cover a few hundred square meters. Essentially, it means you need 10 times more base stations than traditional 3G and 4G network. So the coverage of 5G network is very important. I'll give you a simple example. So one typical applications of 5G network is a low latency network. It's designed for autonomous drive vehicles. In the 4G network, the network response speed is about like 50 milliseconds. In 5G network, it's only about 2 seconds. You can imagine that a car, an autonomous driving vehicle is driving. Unfortunately, if the coverage is not there, the cell phone signal changed from 5G to 4G. Essentially, it means response time of network is get delayed, extended. A car might, in the 5G network, it might have no problem for the car stop in front due to some emergency situations. And now the car might not be able to stop in time. So that's why the coverage of 5G network is very important. There are other application of that. So essentially, we need to, in order to deploy the 5G network successfully, we need to have enough base stations. How much is needed to invest on the base stations? I can give you numbers. In China, right now with 4G network, we have about 3.5 million base stations. It costs about 2,000 billion RMB to invest on that. In 5G, China Mobile itself, it needs like 14.75 million base stations. Essentially, you're talking about a magnitude increase of number of base stations. Who has money to invest that? We need to have a new investment model to support the construction of 5G network. That essentially, blockchain will play an important role. Today, Jihan used old example. In 5 centuries ago, when people go out to sail, to explore the world, people crowdfunding that activities. Now, can blockchain play a role for people to crowdfunding this activity, particularly for the last mile access network? Is the question. That's why this DNeT is related to the 5G network. Which kind of role blockchain will play in this process? Essentially very simple. We encourage everyone to build your own base stations. The base station could be anything. could be a pocket Wi-Fi, like what I'm holding in my hand. Could be a smart pole, smart lighting pole. Could be a POS machine. Could be a traffic sign. Could be a home router. So if you can contribute your micro-base stations, you can share the traffic out through blockchain. You will get guaranteed return through smart contract. So which means who build base stations will get the reward first, and blockchain is the incentive network to get people to put their resources into this network. Essentially, it will encourage everyone to join the network to bring the capital together to build this network together. So that's the important role blockchain plays. We do use a token to incentivate people. The valuation of a token is determined by 4 aspects. The first aspect is through this process, people can get discount traffic through token, because all the telecom carrier, they have unused bandwidth. They want to monetize this bandwidth. We encourage them to share the bandwidth out. The second way is everyone will have a situation that you have an unused data plan. Now you can share this data plan out through blockchain process. Then use the token, you can get your residual value of your data plan. The third one is because we're doing infrastructure constructions. So those tokens will be used to build infrastructures. There will be fixed assets. This asset will support the value of tokens. The last and the most important one is a blockchain network. The valuation of blockchain network is determined by the number of nodes in this network. Right now, Bitcoin has about 650,000 nodes in the network. With our network, we expect in a year or two, it's very easy to go to over 1 million nodes. You can imagine how many smart lighting poles is available in this society. Many of them will become a perfect carrier of 5G micro-base stations. Even the pocket Wi-Fi, they could be a good access point as well. So it's very easy for this network to go beyond 1 million, 2 million, even 5 million nodes. That's how blockchain plays an important role in this network. Then who is our miners? I mentioned a little bit about our miners. Essentially, everything could be our miners. The thing in my hand is an engineered version of our pocket Wi-Fi. Essentially, you can purchase discount traffic, like 1 RMB per gigabyte through this pocket Wi-Fi. They will automatically detect which carrier network gives you the best quality signal. You can share the unused data out. You can this also function as a charger. So this is just one example. We turn a device just in your daily life into a mining machine. It's different from conventional Bitcoin mining machine, which they use ASIC machines. We are using the device in your daily life and make them a mining machine, a traffic mining machine. In the end, I would like to introduce our team. So essentially, we have 4 joint co-founders. My partner, he working in the traffic sharing industry for 4 years. His company is leading this industry in China. They get all the major investment in China. They have around 500,000 to 1 million users so far. Myself, my team is strong in blockchain technologies. We have extensive collaboration with different technology groups. We come up with our own consensus mechanism we call delicate proof of stake and proof of traffic systems. If you're interested, I would like to spend more time for the details. We also have co-founders who have extensive experience in regulation for telecom industry. He also working in the different countries of the world for the regulation policies. Last, we have a co-founder who is deep in the crypto world. He has run crypto token fund, be very successful investors, and fundraising FA guy in this industry. That's what we are. Our vision is we're going to bring low-cost, high-quality traffic, internet traffic to everyone. Not only people in America, not only people in Canada or China, we also bring them to the countries which desperately need investment for their network infrastructures. like companies like Philippines, like Vietnam, all these countries. Essentially, because we are the entry point to the internet, we are also blockchain driven. So we will become your entry point to the blockchain network. We're bringing everyone into the blockchain world. That's our vision. Thank you, everyone.